Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel of Being ACCA. This is Tushita Gupta, ACCA affiliate, and in this video I am going to be telling you some last minute tips and tricks for your PM exam. So I'm shooting this video on Tuesday and tomorrow, that is Wednesday, is your PM exam. So these are just a few last minute tips to brush up your preparation and to make you confident for your exam. So the tip number one that I have for you is first of all, you do not have to ignore your theory. So theory, a lot of people think that PM being a majorly numerical paper is something that theory does not really matter in PM, but it's wrong, because 30 to 40% of your paper, that means 30 to 40 marks in your paper, can come as a discursive or a theoretical portion. So that is why theory is something that cannot be ignored. It can overall improve your chances of passing a lot. So please do not really ignore theory. And if you want, there are also the PM notes that I have uploaded on our Instagram page. So if you head to our Instagram page, the link in our bio contains the PDF of our PM theory notes. It's a very small document, just 18 pages, perfect for your last minute revision, so you can refer that. And the second tip that we have for you is the presentation in your section C. So whenever you are attempting numerical portions in section C, that is something the working is going to be checked by the examiner. So make sure that you are neatly labeling all your workings. You are making sure that the presentation is as neat and as understandable as it can be. So please try to ensure that your workings are clear and the examiner is able to follow through your workings. Don't make them hodgepodge. Don't let's suppose if your requirement is something that you are doing at the top and then you are performing working notes down below, make sure that there's adequate space and you mark it correctly, that okay, from here my workings are beginning, so that the examiner also knows that this is your main answer and the portion below that is your workings. And also when you use your figures from the workings in your main answer, label that this is from my working 1, this is from my working 2, and so on. So this will help the examiner to locate how you have navigated through the entire solving of the question. The third tip that I have for you is time management. So usually what happens is, when we are sitting in an exam, this is your final exam, you have prepared 3 months for it, you want to give it your best shot. So the thing that we tend to do is that sometimes maybe there's this one question in section A which you are not able to solve, but you really feel that this is only something that I'm making, a small mistake that I'm making, due to which I'm not able to get my answer. I have to get this right, and then you spend so much time on these 2 marks such that you waste your time, so that you get lesser time for the further parts of the paper. So please do not do that. Strictly go by the 1.8 minutes per mark technique. If you are exceeding that time limit, leave that question there, flag it for review, and once you are done with your paper, come back to it later. But please do not jeopardize the entire paper ahead of you if you are stuck at some petty 2 marker question. So if you attempt the entire paper, those 2 marks which you are not able to solve will not really even matter, because your chances of passing will be greater when you have attempted the entire paper instead of just going behind those 2 marks. Now the last tip that I have for you over here is that you have you have to figure out what is the correct sequence for you to attempt your paper. So usually what technique I used to follow is that I went sequence wise: section A, then section B, and then section C at the last. I think that this really helped me, because when we are in the exam, so at the beginning our mind is fresh and it works well. So A and B are something that require a lot of different syllabus areas that are tested in section A and B. So that is why I think attempting A and B first is a good choice. Otherwise, if some else sequence is working for you, no worries. But just one thing, that please do try to test that sequence once in a mock exam before actually implementing it in your real exam. So that will help you to get to know that whether this strategy or this sequence is working for you or not. Otherwise, what I suggest is go sequence wise. Do not waste your time in thinking what strategy you are going to be using. So if you go by that, the paper is pretty manageable. So this is what I had in store for all the tips that I could give you for your PM exam. If you feel anxious, if you feel demotivated, please don't be. You have given your best, you have prepared so well for the 3 months. Now is the time to capitalize on all what you have learned and give it your best shot in the exam. It is those 3 hours that will matter the most, because it is what you do in those 3 hours that will give you your result. So go with a fresh mind, relax yourself, hydrate well, exercise, get proper sleep. So that is what we keep telling all the students who are appearing for their exams. So we wish you all the very best from Team Being ACCA. Both me and Punya are constantly praying for the success of you guys. May you all succeed with flying colors. Thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.